grabbing Coda, and then we'll be right on with the show. Give me a second, sweetheart. You knocked over my recycling! Naughty butt? It's a naughty butt. I still have some water. I'm just... Okay. I could have just knocked over my recycling. That's lovely and beautiful and wonderful and stuff. Oh, heavens to Betsy. So many notifications. Oh, Stove's not streaming today, but he is streaming Alien Isolation tomorrow. Sweet. Alright, so I just thought that since Linux has been missing notifications, that out to her. Alright. I'll let her know. Goodness gracious, we're already at 45 followers, guys. We might actually make the follower goal, which is nice, but unless we get some interactivity from some people, I'm not sure how much more helpful it'll be. Did I really close my entire browser? Really? It's kind of impressive. I don't normally do that. Well, except in, in the morning. Well, actually, I don't even open a browser in the morning. The first thing I open in the morning is Amazon Workspace because I have to go to work. Otherwise, I just use my phone. This dog, you own a dog. That's how that happens. I'm using part of my nail clipper to try and clean the buzz out of my keyboard. It hasn't even been that long since I took the whole go-around keyboard apart and, like, cleaned every speck of it. It's not what I'm here for, guys. Oof, pardon me. I am so sorry. Oh. We earned some achievements in the last week. I didn't even notice them. That's interesting. I am super proud of that. That's super duper cool. Let's see here. Okay. Before we do that, I took my headset off because I'm starting to go crazy wearing a headset for, 16 hours nearly in a day. So I actually kind of enjoy not having my headphones on. They're great for immersiveness and they're great for work, but if I'm just watching a movie or only playing a video game for video gaminess, like Diablo 2 does not need a headset. It just doesn't. I don't care what anybody tells you. The audio quality is not going to be that much better on a headset than it is just coming from your speakers. But when you need to be able to hear whether there's somebody behind you, or to that side, or to that side, then it makes sense to have a headset. I'm half tempted to have Google turn off the lights. But then we have a problem. Watch. Hey Google, will you shut off the office lights, please? spoopy. But, I'm not sure that that works really all that well for us, does it? Should we have Google turn it back on? I could just push a button and it would turn back on, but it's more fun to have Google do it. Hey, Google? Will you please turn the office lights on? Thank you, Google. I keep meaning to change Google's voice. I have it set to an Australian voice.
Would you like me to use this one?
No, that's okay. We'll stop that. I didn't realize that Google would start doing that. Just because I said something out loud. That was crazy. I kind of wonder what would happen if I tried to, if I'd have made a game using the previous save file. Because I haven't done that, and I wonder sometimes if that's why, you know, my playthroughs have been less than I feel like they could have been if they were on some other games. Okay, so...
Women of all countries unite!
Hi, Lunix.
I'm hungry. Good evening, Dr. Reed. A great night, what?
I actually just got into games, so you haven't missed anything. I needed one more thing for you, but I don't remember what it is. I could probably
Goodbye,
get it
Mr.
from
Russell. I'm sure you'll take care of
Primate of St.
yourself.
Paul's Stool. We still haven't slept.
Have you noticed anything?
Because I'm not sure if there's an ability built in somewhere to the game that would have let me, you know, New Game Plus things. I've never bothered to try to see if that was a thing that I could do. Oh yeah, we were supposed... Why were we not inside of the house? That was the last place we were at. Oh, and I see my controller is giving me fits again. Let's see here. There's the house. Okay, we were going to ransack the house. Bold letter? What? Is that always off limits? I swear that was our dad's office. A rusty box of pills. Well, we definitely don't want to take pills out of a rusty box. Probably not healthy. Something about me saying Avery's name keeps making me want to say it like...
I cannot enter.
Like Nicole says Wes. Wes? But where did Avery even go? Oh, God. Don't sneak up on me like that, man. It's not nice. So we can't... This is Mom's
It's
room.
locked, all right.
I'm sure of it. no, it's not. Why light a fire in a dead woman's bedroom?
It's locked.
It takes me forever to dump Koda's food into the bin because I buy 56 pounds at a time. 2 28-pound bags. 2 different flavors. To burn it all down. Yeah, wouldn't that be something? Avery! Betting this is Avery's room since it's not part of Mom's room. Avery.
Yes, sir?
God damn you. Why are you such a high...
Thank you, Avery. We'll talk later.
Your bedroom is ready as always. Good night, sir.
Koda's less. I could give her snails and she would probably eat snails. Or slugs for that matter. Just snails that never grew shells. Or at least that's one way of thinking about what snails are. They aren't really... Or slugs. I don't know what I'm saying. Don't listen to me. I'm talking nonsense. Can't eat Avery. Apparently he's not edible yet. Okay. No one should pay attention to people who are crazy. It just encourages us. Seriously, you ran into a rat?
Despicable. I cannot enter.
Seriously? They're gonna make me go to bed. I don't want to go to bed. Not tight. My hips are a little sore. I do not have any goddamned idea where I am. Never mind. We completely cleaned this place out. There's still things wandering in the dark. Dark. Away. Already covered in your stuff. Thank you. Killed both of these guys. That was too easy. Okay, I take that back. That was too easy.
Let's pin it down!
That was almost too easy. So we picked up a letter back at the house. I didn't actually read it. But I'm fairly positive it was the letter about the scavenger hunt. I don't know if that will matter at the moment.
It's locked.
No. Okay, maybe no. Okay.
Dr. Reed, still conducting your nocturnal survey?
You could say that. Damn you anyways.
Goodbye, Detective Inspector Albright.
Goodbye, Dr. Jonathan Reed. I'm sure we'll talk again soon.
Do you suspect me?
Good evening, Mr. Baker.
Why do I always have feelings of deja vu when I talk to you?
I don't know. Why do you have feelings of deja vu when you talk to me?
Goodbye, Mr. Baker.
Your twins.
Too many
make me
murders to
nervous.
investigate them all, but they will not be forgotten.
Is it just me or did the music and this zone change? I'm pretty sure I'm supposed to go to bed, but I don't want to go to bed.
The Fool and the Empress, again. Good evening, Jonathan Reed. Can I help you in any way?
Yes, you can read my cards.
Can you read the cards for me?
Put the money on the table then, Jonathan, and open your mind.
Here is the money.
The Hunter, a good heart in disguise. A liar willing to help for real. An armed man unable to strike.
Can you read the cards for me?
Put the money on the table then, Jonathan, and open your mind.
Here is the money.
The Hunter, a good heart in disguise.
Seriously, you're gonna read me the same thing 2 times
Can you
in
read
a
the
row.
cards for me?
Put the money on the table then,
If it's
Jonathan.
the same thing again, we know that
Open
we've
your
reached
mind.
the end.
Here is the money.
The Hunter.
Okay. F&A, man.
How do you measure the amount of blood on my hands?
I told you. The cards always tell the truth. Well,
Usual.
most of the time.
Is it possible to tell me my future?
A vampire's fate is much more delicate to read, Doctor. But I can try.
I apologize, but this is more sanitary than sticking anything else in my ear. And it's the inside of my ear that's itching.
Goodbye, sir. Until we meet again.
I rarely wander, yet it amuses me to converse with your kind. A red river, a song in the dark, the whispers of a sun. So many signs to...
Actually, the thing that it wants me to do is to go present myself to Ascalon, so we'll do that. Since we can't seem to make anything else go. What is going on with you?
Women of all countries unite! Women's right to vote is only the first step. Between men and women.
Okay, so my right knee. I'm only telling you this because I'm making horrible faces. My right knee feels like it's about to explode. There's no pressure or anything, it's just searing pain. Like all the nerve endings are being burned away.
Do you know where you are standing right now?
In front of the Ascalon Club, I presume.
The Ascalon Club only summons or ostracizes. What is your business tonight?
I received an invitation. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed.
Welcome to the Ascalon Club, then, Dr. Reed. Please proceed. Lord Redgrave is waiting on you upstairs.
Can I kill you now? Instead of waiting for you to try to kill me later?
Welcome to the Ascalon Club, then, Dr. Reed.
Eee.
There has been quite a battle here.
Oh, excuse me.
I'm sure the Ascalon Club has the money to replace the furniture.
Oh my god, my knee!
It's locked, all right.
Alright, we're gonna take a really quick pause so I can run to the bathroom because I forgot to do that before starting stream. So, I'll be right back, guys. Also, it'll give me a chance to move my knee in full range of motion, which might stop it from feeling like it's trying to burn itself off of me. I'm gonna put on one of my knee braces and see if that helps. What would probably really help is some anti-inflammatory or some other such nonsense. Never did finish making a improved version of my own pain relief rub. I do not recommend getting old. Getting old sucks. Excuse me. I think this is just the back door. Yep, just goes to the backyard. But that means I can open up the back gate. Oh, can't get over it, really? Oh, the back gate wasn't locked, Faye. You don't say! My, maternal grandfather lived to be in his mid to late 60s. My mom lived to be in her early 60s. My dad got kidney cancer in his very late 60s. He's still alive. My maternal grandmother died from complications of diabetes in her 50s or her 40s. I'm not very sure on that. I was just a little tyke. I say little tyke. I was 10. She died on Halloween when I was 10. Both of my paternal grandparents are still alive, and they're getting up there in age. Like, my paternal family all live to be fairly old. My maternal family all died young. I have an uncle who actually died when he was in his early 20s. Yep. I figure I will be lucky to live to be as old as my dad would, and he just turned, he's 23 years old. Turned 65 because he would be 23 years older than me when I turn 42. Oh, we wanted to go downstairs because we got the key. I'm not sure what'll kill me, just that I'm pretty sure that I'll be dead. And right there, that'd be where my family would be like, well, if you're so concerned about it, why don't you go and see a doctor so that you can get help for... Doctors cost money. Even if you have insurance, doctors cost money. I recognize him. Crumpled letter, photo, and yeah, okay. Cool. F you. Not you. Gang. Can I please walk up the stairs? Can I please walk up the stairs? Thank you. Oh my gosh. No, not F you.
Good evening. We repel the intruders for now.
My good friends, if I may have your attention. Behold our visitor, the good Dr. Reed. Newborn of blood so pure and strong that even my friend Fergal Bansher was no match for him.
Here, here, here.
Come forward, young Ekon, for we have so much to discuss.
How about I eat you right now?
Welcome to the
Get you out of your
Ascalon Club,
misery,
Dr.
Lord
Reed.
Redgrave.
I am Lord Redgrave, Earl of Bristol and chairman of this exclusive association.
Lord Redgrave.
Oh, I know.
At last we meet. I've
I
been
knew you were
eager to
messing
make
with me
your
from the
acquaintance.
first.
I've heard some astounding things about you. Please
about the fact that I'm
accept my
stronger than
condolences
you?
for your loss, Dr. Reed.
Thank you, my
If
lord.
I point at things, all you can see is
Lady
my shoulder
Ashbury
move.
expressed your wish to meet me.
Yes. The lady has always been a useful acquaintance, though not always reliable. Is she a good friend of yours?
Yes, she is. I may even say I admire her probity and her kindness. She has helped me since I was reborn.
The centuries have taught me never to trust a woman completely, especially if she is a mortal. Too prone to emotions, if you ask me. Too fickle when it comes to important decisions.
My lord, do not expect me to speak ill of Lady Ashbury.
Of course not, and I praise your loyalty. Would you offer the same fidelity to the Empire?
What do you mean?
I speak of this skull plague that threatens London and the country. You have been on the front line in the East End, but the time has come to open up a second front here.
The epidemic has escaped the quarantine. You have new cases of the outbreak.
We don't know for certain, but we cannot allow the disease to threaten the prominent heads of Great Britain.
Why are you suddenly so friendly? The last time I met one of yours, he tried to kill me.
Are you referring to Fergal? He was the most useful of servants, but he was just a servant. You, on the other hand, Doctor, proved yourself much more worthy.
You want me to find possible sources of the outbreak in the West End? Is that it?
Ah, straight to the point, like all eager newborns. We shall have time to talk about all this, Dr. Reed, but first, I should like to get to know you better.
I should like to
Talk?
put a stake in your heart.
Is that the only reason you asked me here?
Well, no. I also wanted to meet the intriguing Ekon who made such a powerful progeny of his sister. You have not learned the name of your maker, am I correct?
No, I haven't.
Have no embarrassment, Dr. Reed. We all make mistakes. But whatever your lineage, you are definitely Ascalon material.
What do you mean?
I would like you to become a member of the Ascalon Club, and to serve me as such.
I'm tired.
I agree.
Not
to
like
join the
sleepy,
club.
but
This
like
is good news.
we've
Good
gone
news
through
indeed in
all
these
of this
crucial times.
before.
Let's inform the Assembly formally and proceed with your initiation.
My initiation?
Fear not. Nothing fancy nor dangerous. It is just that we, the members of Ascalon, believe that tradition and custom are the backbone of this country.
That's because you're all a bunch of superstitious
My fellow
old men
members,
who were
dear
born
friends,
hundreds of years ago
please
and
gather
still
and
believe in
welcome
magic.
this Ekon as one of our own.
Is he worthy? Is his blood pure?
Also, you believe in pure bloodism.
Well, speak, Dr. Reed, in front of the most sacred blood. The blood of our beloved William Marshall. Speak now. Will you serve and protect the crown as he did?
Yes, I will.
Then, young Ekon, it is time to testify with your blood.
Does vampire blood not coagulate?
It is time to sign the Book of Allegiance.
Wouldn't that just be a giant
I know it's awfully gothic
dried
and a tad
blood clot
pedantic,
now?
but England's traditions are the backbone of our nation.
Also, if it doesn't clot, then wouldn't all the bloody scribbling just still be all wet?
Delightful. Welcome to the Ascalon Club, Dr. Reed. Take your place among the bearers of the lance.
One of us! One of us!
I would like to kill all of you now.
That went well, did it not? It is always useful to bolster the troops' morale, especially before a difficult battle.
You have the makings of a general, my lord.
I was, though very long ago, well, not quite a general, but a proud defender of the crown.
So why did you really want to meet me?
Straight to the point again, young Ekon. All right, let's talk, you and I, Lance Sparrow.
I'm listening, my lord.
According to my spies, you have worked with Dr. Edgar Swansea on the epidemic, and your findings were quite alarming.
Please pardon me while I hasten our way through this.
Yes, I'm convinced the recent invasion of frenzied Scals in London is directly linked to the epidemic. This is not the Spanish flu, but something else.
I would be glad to hear more of your discoveries, Dr. Reed, but for now, my main concern is the security of London's inhabitants, both mortal and immortal.
What do you mean?
Alarmed by the epidemic, the Guard of Prewen has started a war against us British vampires. To appease the situation, we must eradicate the Scals.
I have met peaceful and wise Scals. To exterminate them means we are no better than vampire hunters.
Scals are hideous, shameful creatures that give all Ekon a bad name.
So, what do you want me to do?
I want you to investigate the city thoroughly. I have reason to fear there are cases of contagion in this part of town. Our absolute priority is to find and cleanse them.
And how would you like me to proceed?
By all means necessary, Dr. Reed. You are now a member of the Ascalon Club, and you have carte blanche. Interrogate the locals, follow all the leads you find, and get results.
Anytime we're presented with a yellow option, I'm going to be picking it.
Good evening, Dr. Reed. How does it feel to be this evening's centerpiece? Figuratively.
It's quite unsettling. As a doctor, I am more used to being the observer than the subject observed.
Do not be alarmed. The Ascalon Club has a tried and tested policy for choosing its initiates.
May I ask who you are, sir?
Why would you be interested?
Well, as you seem to be the only man in the room with a beating heart, you draw quite a bit of attention yourself.
Ah, vampire senses never cease to fascinate me. They dwarf those of mere mortals. I am Aloysius Dawson, by the way.
Dr. Reed just said something that makes me question something that we saw earlier. According to him, Aloysius Dawson is the only person here with a beating heart. But Elizabeth, earlier, had us truly look at her. And we could see her beating heart. So do vampires' hearts beat? Or don't they? I'm very confused. Also... Okay, so this isn't going to affect things.
Mr. Dawson. Of Dawson and Dawson. The wealthiest man in England. It is a pleasure to meet such a prominent figure of London.
A withering London figurehead, to be precise.
Are you sick, Mr. Dawson? I am a doctor, you know.
My case is beyond the scope of traditional medicine. I have spent fortunes on the world's most competent doctors to arrive at that diagnostic conclusion.
I'm sorry to hear that, sir. Should I
At his
suppose
age, it's
that
probably
you're here in search of
prostate
some
cancer.
form of immortality?
Absolutely not. I'm here to implement my plan to save the city I was born in. To cast out the ghastly evil that has us all on our knees.
Money cannot solve every problem. This mysterious epidemic is going to require more than money can buy.
You're right. Money is nothing unless one has the will to wield it. I have a plan, sir. A radical one that will save all that is essential in London.
What is your plan, then?
Quarantine and barricades are futile. What we need is a wall. A formidable, unscalable wall. To isolate the deserving from the infected masses.
He's proposing Hadrian's Wall. Except in the middle of London. Instead of at, the north of England. South of Scotland.
By doing so, you would create two separate ghettos. What if the disease gets past the wall? The results would be disastrous.
Not if we eliminate all suspected cases of infection as soon as they appear. A necessary sacrifice.
Suspected
Are you not
cases.
mistaking sacrifice for summary execution?
Why do you care? Are you not a vampire? Removed from all mortal concerns? Decisiveness is what the city needs.
He's a vampire who's
and
only
it needs
days
it
old.
Now.
He's only days old. Okay, we can't talk to either of you. No? Nothing? Okay, well, maybe now. I had to check. Okay, I didn't have to check. I had to check. Oh man, that knee is still kind of bugging me. I still don't recommend getting old. Also, after watching Logan's Run last night, my phone has been full of nothing but cat this and cat that and meow meow and purr, and I'm just like, excuse me?
I
said
think
I was
Lord
interested in
Redgrave just
cats.
suggested I was sired by an ancient vampire.
Support the equality between men.
Good evening, Miss Ashbury.
And good evening to you, Dr. Reed.
I'm investigating the source of the epidemic in this district. Have you noticed anything unusual recently?
A few days ago, I spotted a strange house while campaigning for women's suffrage. Awful smell. No answer when I knocked.
Where is it?
It's the Mullaneys, a nice family who live in a big house near the park in the eastern part of this neighborhood.
I'm gonna go and kill me some vampires.
Goodbye, Charlotte. Give my best regards to your mother when you see her.
She's been quite busy these...
Yeah. Been quite busy. Blah, 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 blah. Sorry, it gets old when they give you the same outro every time you talk to them. Oh, wait. Venus, will you finally talk to me? B-I-T. I don't like her.
Hello again, Venus.
Jonathan, you're still up. Can't you just knock at people's doors during the day?
No. I mean...
I'm sure you can spare me a few
When did I get to level 4 Mesmer?
for old time's sake.
Of course you may enter, Jonathan. I remember when Mary came here with her husband and her son.
WTF? When did I get to level 4 Mesmer?
They were such a beautiful family.
It's a pleasure to see you again, Venus.
So you returned from the war in one piece too. Thank God. My Clarence is back home too.
How is the old rascal?
Probably outside, chasing ghosts and chimeras. Clarence has changed a lot since he returned from the war, you know.
Venus, why do you worry so much about your family's reputation?
Everyone laughs at Clarence now. And they avoid me because they believe I share his insane opinions. I'm a leper in my own community.
How have you been since the last time we met? How long has it been? 3 years now?
I've done my duty, like all British women. You have no idea what it was like to wait for months without knowing if I'd still be a wife or a widow.
I understand. Luckily, this part of town has been saved from the worst of the bombings, from what I've seen.
Yes, and it's also true about the epidemic. The flu has killed here too, of course, but not on such a large scale as in other parts of town.
Have you noticed anything peculiar about the neighborhood recently?
You mean except for your return to town? No. Oh, and again, Jonathan, please accept my condolences for your mother and your sister. Such a tragedy.
Thank you, Venus. It was so sudden, and I've been so busy, I haven't spoken to anyone about it.
I wish I could have assisted at the funeral, but you know, it's been so quick. And what with the epidemic in the streets?
There's no need to apologize, my dear. It's normal, considering the circumstances.
No, it's not. I am sure that Clarence has not even thought to present you his condolences. He is too busy with his penny dreadful stories.
Why is my return so surprising?
It's more an unexpected happy end than a surprise. You and Clarence, back from the war. You have no idea how hard it's been for me.
Tell me about Clarence's obsession with vampires.
It drives me so crazy it makes my stomach hurt. I was so relieved to have him back. But I quickly realized he'd lost his mind in France.
I understand your irritation, Venus. But you have to accept the trauma Clarence endured on the battlefield.
The question is simple, Jonathan. Is my husband mad? Yes or no? Do vampires exist? Or is Clarence a lunatic?
You're a lunatic.
So you don't believe Clarence?
If poor Mary, bless her soul, had tried to convince you of the existence of bloody vampires, would you have believed her? Seriously?
Before or after I got turned into a vampire and turned her into one?
The important question is, what do you really think of your husband?
I'm tough, Jonathan. He should have told me the horrors he witnessed, however appalling it was, instead of inventing a fantasy about blood-drinking monsters.
Why are you poisoning your husband?
He has spent a fortune printing his bloody papers. I can't stand this nightmare anymore. We are the butt of everyone's jokes since he returned.
If you're so frustrated by Clarence's behavior, why don't you just leave him?
I have already lost the best years of my life because of him. I will not jeopardize my future for some lunatic. He goes, and I inherit what's left.
I really hate her.
I was the best man at your wedding. I remember your love for him. It was so beautiful. I cried. And now you've killed him.
Don't try to send a shiver down my spine, Dr. Reed. You were always on your own, and you kept emotions at bay. All for facts, remember? Well, deal with this one.
She just confessed to the fact that she's been trying to murder her husband. Slowly, but murder him nonetheless.
I'm investigating the source of the epidemic in this district. Have you noticed anything unusual?
The McPhersons. I heard they locked themselves in their own house.
They could just be afraid of getting sick.
Perhaps you're right. But if I were you, I'd pay them a visit. A big house, reachable through a courtyard, to the north of the railway bridge.
Yeah, we were there earlier.
Goodbye for now.
Now, let me rummage through your belongings for a little bit here.
At least you survived the Great War. I feared the worst.
The war to end all wars that only led to another war to end all wars. Is that what you're talking about, Venus?
I remember when Mary came here with her husband and her son. They were such a beautiful family.
Where are they? Venus's journal? What? It's blocked. A really pretty tub.
No invitation is needed to enter this building. That can't be a good sign. No
It's
sign
a
of a
great
struggle.
sign.
It seems Charlotte's friend knew the killer and let him in. Blood. I should follow the trail.
Sarge, what are you doing? No. He's doing this weird moving backwards thing. Like he's trying to re-roll himself inside of the
Emily
enclosure,
wanted to become
but
a vampire.
backwards.
Something must have gone wrong. Someone is responsible for this mess. But who?
It's true, we don't read posters. Is that the only thing in here? I really like that dress. I would totally wear this dress right here. If I thought I would look even remotely good in it. I'm a big fat lady, so of course it would be terrible at it. Can't go in the back door? It's not trying to fall. I don't really need to go back in though. You need to find her husband.
Only the first step.
Where are you? You can't tell me she already successfully murdered him. Oops, that's not the button. don't know why my brain wasn't connecting that that was a portrait of him.
Good evening, old chap. Are you all right?
I won't lie to you, Johnny. I'm not a well man.
It's because your wife is poisoning you.
Do you realize you are ruining your family, Clarence? Don't you see the risk here?
Money isn't important. Not important when it is a matter of life and death. That is what my dear Venus cannot understand.
People will laugh at you, if they don't already. Think about your wife and your position. Think about your future.
I understand my wife's embarrassment, but gossips don't kill, vampires do. There'll be no future if people don't open their eyes.
I can't believe I'm telling you this, but if warning people is that important to you, why not choose a more efficient way to spend your money?
Don't you think I tried? I knocked at every door, went to every bank, I even tried to be published. No, Jonathan. This is a one-man war.
Clarence, why have you distributed leaflets about vampires all across the West End?
I have to warn everybody about them. They've killed thousands of people already, unnoticed thanks to the epidemic. We are all in danger here.
Vampires in London? Come on, Clarence. Who's going to believe that?
I'm not mad, Jonathan.
The same people who believed that there
You
was
have
a
to believe
werewolf
me.
in London?
I know they are wrong.
Somebody get Warren Zevon.
They're all around us, even as we speak.
Clarence, you've always been a reliable and a good friend to me. If you say you saw a vampire, then I believe you.
Thank you, Johnny. Thank you for your trust. You don't know what that means to me.
It's all right. But if you want my help, you have to explain exactly what happened.
The first time it was in Rouen. I saw an officer drink the blood of a soldier. I saw its teeth, saw it bite. It was a vampire, Johnny, and they're here too.
Venus is poisoning you, Clarence. She wants you dead.
So she really hates me that much now. My poor wife. I had no idea my research would drive her to such extremes.
I'm sorry, Clarence.
Why would you tell me that? First you returned from the dead, and now you tell me my wife is trying to murder me.
Hello, puppet.
You're a stupid bastard, but you're my friend, Clarence. And I don't have many left. I don't want you to die. Not like that.
But I love her. I love my wife. Did I make her suffer that much? Have I become such a burden?
Yes.
So you have no suspicions about her at all? Nothing in Venus's behavior has seemed odd since you returned?
Frankly, it's my behavior that's been odd. Ever since I got back from the war, she accuses me of being paranoid and delusional.
Because you're paranoid and delusional. You're seeing vampires, dude.
Tell me what you have discovered about vampires, Clarence.
I mean,
they've always been
talking
here.
to a vampire right now.
And if you search for long enough, you realize others know about these devils too. I'm not alone.
Have you shared your research with anybody else?
No. But I've published my leaflets all across the city, hoping that someday someone will realize I'm printing the truth.
What do you mean you're not alone? Who have you met?
The Guard of Prewin, the Brotherhood of St. Paul Stole, Ichabod Throgmorton. Those names always pop up when you dig deep enough.
Have you spoken with any of them?
No. With the quarantine, it's almost impossible to leave the West End. But as a doctor, maybe you could, Johnny.
Are you asking me to help you prove the existence of vampires, Clarence?
Yes, Johnny. Please, gather
Can I
all
just
the
show people
information
my
you can
fangs?
find about vampires and bring it to me. You're the only friend I have left. I need you.
Clarence, tell me about the vampire you saw in France.
I was enjoying my leave in Rouen. I left the bar.
No, you're right. It
Took
is
a
in 10
shortcut
days.
back to the barracks. I saw it in a back alley.
Unfortunately,
An
it's on a
officer in a
Sunday, so as
stained
far as streaming
uniform
goes, I'm not sure if I'm going to stream or not.
biting into a soldier's neck.
But you were drunk, weren't you? Are you sure these two men were not just kissing?
Please don't insult me, Johnny. I hid, and I saw him leave. Then I saw the body. Drained
Well, Sunday
of
is
all
an
blood.
off day for the stream.
I've seen the same marks here in London since I've returned.
Did you ever see that officer again?
No.
But it'll depend on what we
Wore
all
the
decide
uniform
is
of the
going
Royal
on.
Warwickshire Regiment. I did some research, but found no trace of him. He probably stole it from a previous victim.
How is your wife, Venus?
We've spent so much time away from each other, and so many things have happened.
Ooh. Guess who's dying?
These are the documents you wanted me to look for. I think I've gathered all the available occult research about vampires.
Oh, thank you, Johnny. Huh, that'll help me separate the myths from the facts.
I'm not sure you can consider this material factual, but it's yours now. What do you intend to do with it?
First, I'm going to show them to Venus. It'll open her eyes and make her understand the importance of my mission.
I'm investigating the source of the epidemic in this district. Can you help me?
Infection is everywhere these days. But if you ever go to the park near that swanky house belonging to the Mullaneys...
Yes? What about the Mullaneys? What about their house?
Not enough noise for a big family with children. Not enough movement. Closed doors. What is going on in there? I wonder.
That doesn't tell me whether or not he's got any other... Is there any other... No, his investigations. We just had... Oh! About your blood. We're really going to kill him in the Ascalon Club's yard? Really? This sounds like a terrible idea to me.
I should have known you were one of them, Johnny. Why was I so blind?
Because you believed in friendship. Venus! Sweetheart!
Hello, Venus.
Hello, Jonathan. Please, come in. I remember when Mary came here with her husband and her son. They were... What do you need from me, Jonathan?
Did Clarence recently show you documents that prove the existence of vampires?
Yes, he did. And he also told me you spent a few nights gathering research for him. Seriously, Jonathan.
Did no such thing.
Why feed his obsession like that?
He's my friend. I thought it might help him rest, instead of going outside at night. Tell me, what are your thoughts about vampires?
Gibberish and poppycock. Dracula was a good book, but these documents were just mumbo-jumbo. I burnt them all as soon as Clarence went outside again.
I should be able to embrace her right here.
danced with you at my wedding, Jonathan. What have you become?
What have I become? The very thing you claimed doesn't exist! Where was the locked thing? Was it upstairs? It was upstairs. I missed one. Okay. Now there was a blood trail we were supposed to follow for Emily. There. And then there. Oh, I can fall. Oh, yeah. And he's over here.
Who are you? What are you doing here?
I could ask you the same question.
I'm the Marquis de Bois-Colombes, and I strongly invite you to find your own game, sir.
I intend to do so very soon, thank you. But for the moment, I'd like to shed light on the death of a young woman killed by a vampire.
A young woman killed by a vampire? Oh, you're joking, right? Oh, I do love the British sense of humor.
There's no point in drawing
I
this
followed
out.
the trail of blood from her room to here.
Oh, you're referring to that young woman. Yes, the meeting turned messy. I'm afraid I ruined my last redingote.
So you admit you murdered her?
I admit nothing, my good sir. I only regret the blood of that girl staining my clothes. Oh, blood can be so messy.
What happened?
She wanted to become one of us. Not the first time I have received such a proposal, but I must admit her direct approach tempted me.
And then what?
Her body rejected my blood. It happens, you know, sometimes even with voluntary prey. At least her gurglings brought me some fun, until the artery burst.
I'm gonna kill him. Because I can.
Your cruelty deserves punishment, sir.
And what else is new?
That was too much fun. Short, but fun. God, what's Lady Ashbury gonna do when I kill her daughter? She's gonna be very cross.
All countries unite! Support!
Good evening, Miss Ashbury.
And good evening to you, Dr. Reed.
I have found out what happened to your friend, Emily.
I can handle the truth. There's no need to hide the bloody details.
Your friend was planning to become a vampire. She thought she'd met an honest one and made a deal with him. Unfortunately, Emily did not survive the process.
My mother told me many times about the risks of being turned. I often suspected she exaggerated the danger to avoid me being tempted.
No, the risk is real. Have you any idea what a body has to endure to become an organism entirely consumed by its need to process and recombine blood?
I should never have talked to Emily about vampires. I never thought she'd actually try it without me. Thank you, sir. Here, take this for your discretion.
Yay! We got a new steak! And we still can't eat you yet, for a number of reasons.
Goodbye, Charlotte. Give my best regards to your mother when you see her.
She's been quite busy these last few nights. I suspect you may see her before me.
Yep, wrong button. We have all three looked up. Oh wow. Just the sheer numbers of our numbers. Alright. Avery, were you level 4? I don't remember. What about you? You're what? Level 5! Boy! Oh, well, I suppose I might as well talk to you about things.
Good evening, Dr. Reed. A great night, what?
I'm investigating the source of the epidemic in this district. Have you noticed anything unusual?
Not really. Wait, now that you mention it, I don't see the McPhersons in my favorite restaurants. They love delicate meals too, you understand.
Thank you. It may be nothing, but I'll investigate anyway. Where do they live?
They have a house in the southern part of the district, somewhere north of the railway bridge. There is a courtyard, if I remember rightly.
Goodbye, Mr. Russell. I'm sure you'll take care of yourself.
Avery. And before I do... Door still doesn't... Did that door ever open? I swear it did.
Yes, sir?
I'm currently investigating sources of the epidemic in this part of town. Do you know anything useful?
Not really, except all the McPhersons' servants resigned a few days ago. They feared becoming infected, they said.
The McPhersons? Where do they live?
I think it's a rich house near the railway bridge in the southern part of the district.
Bye, Avery. I legit feel bad doing this. I was gonna say, why do I have to go anywhere?
I fulfilled my promise to your father. This house is now yours, murderous son.
I'm guessing I still can't get in this door.
I cannot enter.
Well, I guess we won't be doing the scavenger hunt for Dad's watch, but that's kind of to be expected since the majority of the people in our family are now dead. $5.
Women of all countries unite!
Where's,
Please, sir, whether you need to buy something or not, I am happy to help.
There are two people that I would have expected to see here. I haven't seen either of them. And the odds are at this point that the next time I see them, they will be dead. Yeah, we kind of ate a few too many peeps. And all that orange and yellow marshmallow with the extra sugar, the treats that have so much sugar that they're more sugar than they weigh. Actually, have you ever actually looked at that? There's more sugar in peeps than how much they weigh.
Rats. Tasty rats. Those clever rodents are cautious now. They won't approach.
Well, yeah, for good reason, Karina.
I'm investigating the source of the epidemic in this district. Have you noticed anything unusual recently?
Infection. Infection. The rats carry it, I heard. Rats. Rats, rats. Many rats around that big house. Funny smell, too. Dead flesh.
And where is this house?
West of the park. Not very far. A big house with no sound, no light, no life left.
I must go now. Goodbye, Miss Billow.
I want to eat her. I think I have the levels I need to eat her. But we should leave her be for now.
It's locked, all right.
I will never understand how long it takes the game to load. Like, it's on a solid-state hard drive. On a computer built to handle games like this. It should be and loaded. And it always just sits here forever. It's time to take a nap, everybody. Oh! Really? You don't say. Oh, is this just the, Yeah, there's now I have to go through and freaking load back up. God damn it. I'm gonna take another nap, guys. Good night. Oh! You're done.
Why are vampire hunters sniffing around here? I need to find out what they're after.
This one's killed me! God, I killed him in one swing. I totally just remembered that I have that new steak and I haven't used it yet.
It's locked.
That's okay, we'll get in from back here. This is one of the two houses. Boy, that green dress is just everywhere.
He had his tongue removed and his eyes gouged out. He was a victim of brutal torture. This one's neck is broken. He was young. Probably the son.
You thought I was dead too, didn't you? No, I was just pretending. Doris told me I could have been a great actress.
You killed your family.
They mocked my talent. Ah!
I've never seen such a radical mutation. Could it be a new stage in the disease's evolution?
That was fast.
So, this girl took lessons at the famous Doris Fletcher acting school.
Every time I see a plant sticking up out of the pavement, I'm like, oh, I need to harvest that. No, I don't. There's no harvest mechanic. Doesn't matter how much I want to harvest things, they can't be harvested.
Support the equality.
Good evening, Miss Ashbury.
And good evening to you, Dr. Reed.
No?
Goodbye, Charlotte. Give my best regards to your mother when you see her.
She's been quite busy these last few nights. I suspect you may see her before me.
Oh, the things being stuck in the ground. Pretty much any game that's ever had a harvesting mechanic. Something about the fact that they stand out to me makes me think that they need to be harvested.
Women's right to vote is only the first step. Women of all
That building is under quarantine. Could this be what I'm looking for?
Yes, but apparently we can't go in this way. I mean, we do, but not like that, like that. You see, we get all of our materials from killing people or, you know, looting their, you know, their homes. Oh, yeah. And I fall on your head and kill you. Alright, you didn't drop nothing, you did, and you did. Everybody's dead. In a fight that usually takes me 1,000,000 years. There's at least one more of them out here. Okay, just because of that, we're gonna have to hit you with a stake. No, stop. Nope. Nope. Darn you. That's why I get for accidentally hitting you with the stick. Darn it all. That is my own foolishness.
I have this thirst for blood. I can't believe I'm doing this.
Eat the rats, Jonathan.
This is despicable.
At least there are lots of rats.
I have this thirst for blood.
Yes, you do. Now we're in the house where we have 2 attacks. I love how I was like, I'll go upstairs first, because that way we don't, we'll do things in another order, but no. I always accidentally myself into taking these 2 on, like, when I'm not thinking about it. Well, on the good news side of things, we took them out too fast. Oh, it's a love letter.
So the husband had an affair with Doris Fletcher.
Ooh. Remarkable pump action shotgun. Goes nowhere, does nothing.
Doris Fletcher seems to be the missing link here. It can't just be a coincidence. I should go to her acting school.
I'm very confused. No, not confused by anything in the game. Confused by housemate. Housemate just came downstairs. Said nothing.
He's mine! Fight for this!
Oh, there is someone else over here. Where were you hiding? Anybody down in here? Can I kill anybody here? Yeah? I mean, not that I really need to be killing the mobs. Okay, Lord, that was one swing on a 27. Can we just go kill the Red Queen?
I will return later.
Find access to the theater. I seem to recall that there is a courtyard or something where we can gain access. Let's wait, Chip. We are level 40. And the last time we beat the Red Queen, we were 45? Weird question mark? That's... Oh, hey, look, one of you is still alive. Oh, hey, look, there's a box I have. Trash can we haven't read.
There's an open window on the second floor. I should be able to get in through that.
Technically, this is the first floor and this is the second floor. Because what Americans think of as the first floor is the ground floor. Apparently it's nap time again, guys. I don't know why I think that's funny today.
Woe to you, nations of hypocrites. For in front of you stands the tall queen.
Can that be Doris Fletcher's voice?
It
Where does it
surely
come
is. Damn it, she just exploded right in my wife. Why is this room existent? It goes nowhere? Yep, it goes nowhere. And we don't have to
It's locked.
Who are you? You who dared enter my realm. Are you here to worship or mock me?
I'm here,
I'm here
as
to
your
put an end
executioner.
to the vampire epidemic, Miss Fletcher.
Ah. But Doris Fletcher is no more. She was consumed by this putrid flesh that now enshrouds her.
You feel anger for what happened to you. But I can help you. I'm a doctor, Miss Fletcher.
Doris Fletcher is no more. All that
Damn it,
remains
Jim, I'm a doctor,
are
not a
the
vampire
dreams
slayer.
Of the queen she was, and the queen she'll be. Until then, all shall die, for that was her final wish.
Okay.
Your blood, arise and save your. Your hand. Behold, Kinslayer, the disgrace of she whose beauty was once renowned.
Yeah.
Will she be the queen again once they all share her fate? Hear and obey, for your queen commands you. Attack!
Ah, damn it!
My children, my... Wait. I beg you, wait.
What?
I don't want to die.
And I did not come to kill you, Miss Fletcher.
Will you
Yes, I
spare me then? Save this cadaverous carcass of mine. Does your heart beat a little faster now? You fancy me then, Doctor?
No, Miss Fletcher. My dead heart will beat for only one.
Ah! Is she pretty? Is she sweet and tender?
To me, yes.
Ah! I hate her already.
I know. And this is partly why you must be destroyed.
But you just said...
That I did not come here to kill you, yes. But I realize now the threat you embody must be stopped.
Will I be remembered? Will you?
You were Doris Fletcher, the greatest actress of her generation. No one can take that from you.
Thank you. And farewell. Ah! Ah! Ah!
Killed herself. How does that
Farewell, Doris.
Bravo! So dramatic. I
I'm
love
looking
it.
forward to killing you, McCollum.
McCullum!
How strange I seem to find you whenever I'm inquiring about that Skal infestation.
I mean you no harm.
I'm not here for you. But once I've put all the pieces of the puzzle together, I'm sure we'll have a little chat, you and me.
Stay away from me, McCullum. You and all your war dogs.
That I can't guarantee, Dr. Reed. But I'll let you go. For now.
But I want to come back and fight
I should probably
y'all.
leave the theater right now.
No. Go back in there.
I cannot enter.
I
The
call
West End
bullshit.
should be safe now. But London is not. It would be wise to benefit from the Ascalon's protection while I continue my research during the Great Hunt.
Fletcher's diary. I was trying to snore. It wasn't going so well, and it was making my throat.
I will return later.
No, we will
These people
return
want
now.
me dead. I need to leave now.
No. You need to go the fuck back in there.
It's locked, all right. So Doris just needed to be close to her audience to infect them. Contagion through skin. Very disturbing.
What if I try to enter in through the front door? Will it work if I try to enter in through the front door? Or are you gonna make me go back to the Ascalon Club first? They are going to make me report back to the Ascalon Club before I can go back in there. That's not nice. Oh, that's Whitechapel. I don't like it when I don't remember the direction I'm supposed to go, even though I think I'm running in the right direction. Gimme. Not that I've really used any of the ingredients that I have. Ooh, gimme. There's a hideout over here. Ooh, gimme.
I cannot enter.
Okay, just thought I'd check and see if we could talk to, City Ashbury. Apparently we can't.
The equality between men and women!
Good evening, Miss Ashbury.
And good evening to you, Dr. Reed.
Goodbye, Charlotte. Give my best regards to your mother when you see her.
She's been quite busy these last few nights. I suspect you may see her before me.
Oh, that's what the housemate was down here for.
It has been such a long time since I last went.
Laundry. Laundry is what the housemate was down here. Yay! Not that I've used any of those. Let's see here. Increased stun. Decreased stamina. I'm gonna go for increased stun. I have plenty of stamina. Again. And then I guess, yeah. Oh, I'm out of aluminum parts. How sad. It's been a while since we stopped to take things apart. Did I by any chance happen to get any aluminum parts out of that? Oh, yes, I did. Well. I still can't? I knew I had to be missing something. Didn't realize it was in my bedroom.
I remember Sunday walks in the park.
Now the thing in the park should be ready for. is she? No! Well, it's gonna succeed even though he's dead. That's why I'm an idiot. We should still get points for doing it. I think.
It's a leech! Kill it! No!
That was satisfying. I'm a little miffed that I didn't notice that they were there until it was almost too late.
I had almost forgotten I applied for a position at Pembroke. It was so long ago.
Oh, now the box at Pembroke. I know we don't necessarily really need the experience points, but I would like to get them. I keep forgetting that I have sprint.
Die, leech!
That doesn't help. That's a dead end.
Women die too in this war.
Whether you need to buy something or not.
As Faye just ends up right back where she started from. It's still red? It's still red. We haven't been back this way in an age. Yep. I kind of wish there was fast travel in this game.
Watch yourselves!
Oh, I'm still in the fight.
I'll kill it! I'll send you to hell!
Good luck with killing me. I don't think that's gonna work out for you. Ooh, we've got a bunch of people we can kill back here at the hospital now. At least a few. Assuming they're still here.
Murderers and thieves! I have nothing more to say to you, Dr. Reed.
Do you require medical attention as well, Mrs. Goswick?
Do you know you're the only one who's asked me this? No, I don't feel well, actually.
Despite what you think about this place, I can tell you with absolute certainty, taking this will help you recover.
Well, at least your reputation seems well deserved. Unfortunately, I can't say the same for this hospital.
As we promptly walk her all the way through the freaking hospital to eat her. Strickland and Avery should be edible now too. Assuming they're still here.
I'm not afraid of dying, for I have no reason to live anymore. I'm coming, Mortimer, and we'll talk, you and I.
Oh, and Shadana.
So many deaths.
Good evening, Dr. Ackroyd.
If you say so.
Do you need my assistance?
Don't be ridiculous. I'm capable of dealing with this myself. I've just not taken the time to do so.
Then you are lucky that I have taken the time to do so. Consider it a gesture of solidarity between professionals.
I wish this hospital could have received as much attention from you, Dr. Reed. We do not
It's
see you
about
in
to receive
surgery
all
very
the
often.
attention. Come now, Ackroyd.
All our patients, so many of them. Will Strickland be up to the task? I wonder.
I don't think it will matter. Strickland will be dead shortly. First.
Good evening, Dr. Reed. Such a pleasure to see you again.
And this was the plan all along, right? Kill everybody?
So you were the proverbial wolf amongst the sheep, sir. I should have killed you for the sake of many.
Well, I mean, probably, but you didn't. Eventually killed Pippa. Did we get... Yep, we did. Oh, that was Ash's spot. Where is Strip?
Good evening, Dr. Reed.
He's got a headache.
Do you need my medical attention, dear colleague?
I would have been confused if anyone other than you had asked that question, Dr. Reed. But your help is welcomed.
There is no shame in helping each other. We're colleagues, after all.
Many doctors I have known are too cynical to think that way.
So now the only people left here at this point are Dr. Swansea and Nurse Goswick. Everybody else is dead.
I could have saved Mr. Fiddick if I had more time. I could have shown you all.
Yeah, I don't think that time mattered. You were gonna poison him. By accident, but you were gonna end up poisoning him. Just double checking, making sure that nothing refilled or anything. Oh, wow.
Southwark. My departure for France as a promising student. My return as a brilliant surgeon, about to be killed. Transformed.
She's still... No, Dr. Swansea is here. But he's, way outside of our league for mesmerization.
What news, Jonathan? I've heard you've now joined the vampire elite of London.
Did Elizabeth tell you?
So it's Elizabeth now. My. Things are moving quickly. I turn my back for a moment, and away you go.
I may have found the source of the contagion. Doris Fletcher, the actress. Thankfully, in the end, she was destroyed by fire.
Really? Oh, please, do tell me more.
Doris was a heavily mutated Skal. Almost a new breed entirely. It's as if the disease had completely altered her mind and body. Highly contagious.
As if the disease had taken control of her will?
Yes. Once a beautiful and brilliant woman, She became motivated by hate alone.
Oh, she was a beauty. I met her when she visited the hospital to cheer up the sick. Too bad the fire destroyed her. But it was probably for the best.
Have you heard of similar cases?
No, I don't think so. Except, perhaps, it reminds me of an old report from the Brotherhood. Well, more an article, really.
What was it about?
The author, a friar, referred to a rare form of contagion in a skull he observed during the Black Death. The carrier was always female. They called them Icors.
Have you seen Lady Ashbury recently?
Yes, she popped in yesterday. Told me about your new friends in the West End.
Just a courtesy visit, then?
Yes. And no. She was en route to the docks, I think, following a lead concerning your maker.
How's the situation at the Pembroke?
The situation is critical in the East End. Whitechapel and the docks are Skull territories now. We could be next.
Well, there's only 2 of you left here, so...
I'll come back later. Thank you, Edgar.
Always a pleasure to see you, my friend.
The pillars. Here's Goswick. Where are you? Yeah, you're low. Here, you have fatigue.
Good evening, Nurse Brannigan. How are you tonight?
Haven't you heard? Dr. Tippets is dead.
Yes, I know about Corcoran's death. I'm sure Dr. Swansea will provide a solution.
Dr. Swansea has asked me to replace him. Dr. Tippets, I mean. Since he considers I was already doing his job. Dr. Tippets' job. But without the official title, of course. Sorry. All of this is so sudden.
Yeah, right?
I'm not familiar with all the staff yet. Perhaps you could help me.
Brilliant professionals. Most of them. Dr. Swansea has a gift for recruiting talent.
Most of them?
It would...
How are you dealing with your new position, Nurse Brannigan? And should I still address you as nurse?
Yes, you can. And I hold fast. You don't have to worry about me, Doctor.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not worried. But you seem tired.
I'm fed up of all the gossip. I realize now that I'll have to prove myself far more than before.
You don't sound particularly pleased by your new position, Nurse Brannigan.
It took an epidemic and the death of my mentor to show what I'm capable of. How could I be anything but happy?
Do you require medical assistance, nurse?
I will be fine, as soon as I can get some sleep.
Nurse, you won't be able to help people if you're sick. Take this, and do try to get some rest.
I'll try, Dr. Reed. Thank you.
Only I was level 5!
Goodbye,
Gosh, I'll go to
Call me if you need
Ascalon
assistance.
and get level 5. Alright, Mortimer had a thing. We got a key from Mortimer's mom. I suspect the trunk in the morgue probably won't be unlockable until we get a key from Nurse Goswick. Do enhanced damage. Not that I've, needed to do that or anything. Mortimer, is there a thing? Yes, there's this thing. Really? Just shillings? Came back here just for shillings. Lame.
Look lively! It's on to us! Watch it! It's a killer! Eat this!
And you didn't drop anything?
There's one of them vermin! Burn it! Stupid beast! Bloody liver! Watch out!
As Jonathan is promptly becomes a proper vampire, eating everyone. We just eat the whole town.
Better go burn it, boys! Guys, he's dead! It's too strong! We have to stop it!
This is the part of the game that I love. When we finally get to the point where all I have to do is hit people with the stake and then eat them.
It's a leech! Kill it! Shit, that leech is fast! Look at it! Oh my god!
He'll have a little bit of health left. Well, that was fast. Yeah. Watching me play at this stage against these things makes it look like I was pretending that I suck. But I legitimately suck. Oh, I was suddenly very excited. I was thinking to myself, yay, I can eat Digby and so-and-so and this other so-and-so. And then I remembered, no, I can't. I can't. They're all dead. Or at least off the board. $15 whole shillings.
We have a killer!
Yep.
Turn around, sir. Burn it, boy! Die, Faelyn!
That was an accident. Well, we succeeded in our mission coming out here. Yay! Come on. Wow, now the whole area's on fire? I didn't notice that before. Pretty much the entire map is hostile now. Of course, we've also cleared off a majority of the map. So there's not a lot to be hostile towards us at the moment. I could go out of my way and go and get other people.
Sir, no civilians allowed. You! Get back in the grave!
See them fancy clothes? This one's a toff.
I'm going the wrong direction. I could go back and kill the people behind me, but I'm not gonna. because I can't, but because we should be spending our time on more important things. Yeah. Really? That's kind of cool. Holy shit, guys. We have 47,000 experience points. I'm not even really trying to get experience points anymore. I'm just trying to kill people. Is it weird how when we decide that I'm going to do something like, oh, I don't know, kill everybody, my gaming personality kind of changes? I suddenly become kind of okay with just wanting murder.
Women die too in this war.
Yes, they do.
Women of all countries unite.
Oh my god. What is it about the late game where this takes so much longer? It legitimately feels like the late game loads take way longer than the early game loads. Did I just not loot things earlier? Or was that just one thing that I missed?
Elizabeth, what are you doing here?
I've been formally asked to witness your triumph, my dear. After all, isn't it the natural role of a woman to support her man in victory?
But it's you who insisted I join the Ascalon.
Please forgive my giddiness. I'm just overcome by the thrill of finally being allowed within these hallowed halls.
You certainly have an inquisitive mind. It's quite something. Elizabeth Ashbury, only you can make me smile in these difficult times.
And the same to you, Jonathan Reed. Now go have your little chat with the chairman. I can see he's practically bursting to hear your report.
I must admit the Guard of Priwen impressed me. They must have spent years preparing their plan.
What was you?
Welcome back to the Ascalon Club, Lance-Bearer. Please, tell us the good news. Have you put an end to the epidemic?
My hypothesis was correct. Doris Fletcher was the source of the contagion in this part of town. She was probably the first to be infected.
And you cleansed her before the hunters, I've been told. Well done, Dr. Reed. You thrust your lance and pierced the very heart of the corruption.
I'm just a doctor.
The important thing is, we won a major battle for the survival of London. For that, we salute you.
Thank you, my lord.
Now, I have another task for you. One of the utmost importance. Perhaps even more so than the previous.
I'm listening.
It's time for you to perform a most sacred duty for the club. I want you to recruit a new vampire.
Recruit a new vampire? Are you sending me on some sort of diplomatic mission?
Not exactly. I want you to make Aloysius Dawson the Ekon he deserves to be.
As you wish, my lord.
Good. Now go.
How would you like me to proceed?
Aloysius is waiting for you at the Dawson estate. Once the deed is done, I'll join you there to celebrate this momentous occasion.
Your word.
We'll save
is my
that for
command.
tomorrow. We might be able to beat the game tomorrow, depending on how things pan out. Yeah, still level 4 Master. I think we get level 5 when we kill Aloysius.
Are you all right, Jonathan?
Lord Redgrave has just ordered me to turn Aloysius Dawson. To make
And
him
it's
my
9:45.
progeny.
I see. And how do you feel about this?
I'd like your advice on the matter.
The real question here is, why has his lordship given you this task?
Do you think it's some sort of trap?
Do you really want to know what I think about this?
I do,
Yes.
yes.
To make an immortal of a soulless blackguard like Aloysius Dawson will only lead to a disaster for London. The man is already dead inside.
Should I refuse? Perhaps politely suggest that Lord Redgrave turn the man into a vampire himself.
Don't you
Oh,
dare,
yeah,
my
that's
dear.
right, Monday.
According to what I've recently discovered, his lordship could kill you for even broaching the subject.
Really? Why?
I've recently found proof that the Earl of Bristol is of lesser lineage and only capable of creating skulls.
Please tell me more about your recent investigation.
As long as you lower your voice.
Conversation in front of a bunch of vampires. I'm pretty sure they're all going to hear what's going on.
Are you sure your information about Redgrave is correct? He says he's the progeny of the great knight William Marshall, who lived some 9 centuries ago.
That's a lie. Lord Redgrave is unable to create anything but skulls, if the poor souls survive at all.
How can you be sure the information was correct?
I made the acquaintance
don't always
of a
remember
most
these.
interesting informer while investigating your maker, from whom I learned the truth about Lord Redgrave.
Why so vindictive? You suddenly sound like you're angry.
Forgive me, Jonathan. I hate myself for it, but I feel such pride in my discovery. I'm afraid I just can't help it.
Which is?
He did serve William Marshall. And yes, the blood he covets as a token does truly belong to that legendary knight. But he was never his progeny. His lineage is not so noble.
Which would, of course, make her very proud because her father is William Marshall, if I remember correctly.
What would you have me do about Dawson?
The man is dangerous. Did you know he plans to build a wall to separate the healthy rich from the sickly poor? Do not make him your progeny.
What would you
I'm gonna
do?
kill him.
The man's dying already.
Oh no, I'm gonna kill him.
Let the reaper harvest the rotten fruit that is his soul.
No, I'm gonna kill him.
What would happen if I made Dawson an Ekon like myself?
You would add a powerful immortal into a suffering world. An immortal who already craves authority.
Maybe I could teach him control, like you taught me. Lead him down the right path.
Mr. Dawson spent his life searching for a way to cheat death. I'm sure he has spent decades dreaming of how he'd spend eternity as a tyrant.
Goodbye for now, Elizabeth.
Goodbye, my dear. Please, be careful.
Alright. So while this is loading up the next area, it's already saved. I'm gonna go ahead and say goodnight to you guys. We have 1, maybe 2 streams left for this, which is actually why I'm thinking maybe we will stream tomorrow. Just stream until we get it done, because we are so close. So, we'll see how I feel after work. If we are streaming, I will let Lunix know. And when we go live, I will, as always, post that I'm going live. And then we will probably kill off Aloysius Dawson and the Red Queen at the very least. And then, you know, we'll go and see the end of the game again. Anyways, guys, thank you for being here. Thank you for watching. I appreciate it so much. I hope you guys all had fun. I will see you guys Monday for sure. Sleep tight and don't let the Fae bite.